Back with the birds. Back for another Shadowlands video. We are gonna look at, guys. I'm super excited today. We are gonna. What is going on over here? Hold on. What is going on over here? Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. I can't even see the warlock in there. We're doing tier set testing today. We're gonna do them. We're gonna look at all the classes. I'm gonna show you guys the tier sets. They're on the PTR right now. We can take a look at them. I'll show you each class, and we're going to go through the 3 different specs. I'm going to show you like what the tier set does for each spec, okay, in action. Unfortunately, there are some problems with them right now. They're a little bit bugged. Obviously, this is the PTR. I'm going to talk to you about this in a second here, but let's start off with Protection Paladin. What does the tier set do? Casting Shield of the Righteous increases your block chance by 4%. Stacking 3 times, so that's 12%. Blocking an attack throws a judgment at the attacker, has a chance to throw a judgment at the attacker. What does that look like? Well, unfortunately, guys, right now, the Protection Paladin one is just not working. I want you to look at this right here. I want you to look at this. This is the bad guy. This is the Ion Tester that I'm looking at. I'll put my guy up here, but I want you to look at this. This is going to show debuffs. So you can see he's got the Uber Strike going. I'm going to start building up my buff, okay? There I have 2 stacks of Glorious Purpose. Let's keep going. I have 3 stacks of Glorious Purpose, so I have 12% more block. My block's at 57% right now, excuse me, because I'm running the Holy Shield talent, right? So that's good. But what is this supposed to be doing? Look, I just blocked right there. Do you see that on the screen? Look on the middle of the screen for when it says block. What's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to have a chance to throw a judgment at the guy. I'm going to throw my normal judgment. You can see the judgment debuff pops up. I'm going to consume it with Shield of the Righteous. Okay, I just blocked again. There's no judgments being thrown. This is bugged right now. So it's not working the way it's supposed to be working. I just blocked again, but nothing happened. No judgments were thrown. That's what I'm really looking to see. No judgment is popping up on the Ion Tester, guys. So right now, this is bugged, I believe, and Blizzard actually just did a post about this. I'm just going to run away for a sec. But that's the set bonus, guys. My block right now is at 57%. That's what you're able to achieve. I don't even have super high mastery. I am running a bit of mastery, but mastery gives you block, right? Divine Bulwark. So you can really spec into mastery now if you want to and get up to about 50 or 60% block. And in Mythic Plus, that's disgusting. Absolutely crazy amounts of block. Let me show you the tier set thing. Or sorry, let me show you the post that Blizzard put down here. Excuse me, I'm having a hard time. Got a little something in my throat. Here we go. Hello, Paladins. We're looking into reports of the Protection Paladin 4-piece bonus not properly casting Judgment when it should be. The intent of this bonus is that it does cast a real Judgment when it triggers, which means it's going to debuff the enemy, it's going to generate holy power, and it's going to give you more, it's going to do damage. Also worth noting in the coming build, the internal cooldown is being increased from 0.1 second to 1 second. I'll talk about that in a second. This will help keeping the bonus power from scaling out of control when large enemies when you're in Mythic Plus, basically. With regards to the Retribution piece, we'll talk about that in a minute. That one's not important. We will get back to that. So let's go back to the game. So what does that mean? It means that it's bugged right now, and that's okay. But it does. But it means that it will work in the future, and it means that the internal cooldown of the 4-piece bonus. Here's the 4-piece bonus. You have a chance to throw a judgment. That used to be 0.1 seconds, which is absurd, guys. That would have been completely stupid in Mythic Plus. They're changing it to be 1 second internal cooldown. That's still fine. That's still perfectly fine. Having the ability in Mythic Plus to throw out a judgment every second for free is very good. In Mythic Plus, you're generally tanking 5 to 10, sometimes 15 mobs at the same time. They all have a chance to hit you. Every time they swing, you have a 60% chance to block, which gives you a 33% chance to throw a judgment. So your chance to throw a judgment is going to go like right through the roof. It's going to be almost 100% uptime. It'll only happen once every second, which is still perfectly fine for Protection Paladin. It's perfectly fine. I think this tier set bonus is amazing. It's especially amazing in Mythic Plus. But blocking in a raid, guys, let me just remind you that blocking in a raid is a really big deal. Usually auto attack hits from raid bosses is the most amount of damage that a tank will receive. Blocking an attack here reduces the damage that I take by 35% almost. Almost 35% reduction from a boss's auto attack is enormous. If I have a 50 or 60% block chance in a raid, that's enormous, guys. So I think this is really good. Really, really, really strong. I love it. Let's switch over to Holy. Excuse me again. Let's look at Holy. What's the Holy one do? Well, the 4-piece bonus for Holy, casting Word of Glory causes your next Light of Dawn to heal for 50% more and cast twice. Cannot occur more than once every 30 seconds. That's fine. Each target hit by Light of Dawn has a 100% chance to reduce the cooldown of Avenging Wrath by 2 seconds. Each target hit by Light of Dawn. Remember, the hit is very important. It's not each target healed, it's each target hit. I'm going to show you this in action. The Necrolord Holy Paladin actually has a unique ability to automatically trigger this effect. When you cast Word of Glory, your next Light of Dawn will heal for 50% more and cast twice. If you throw Vanquisher's Hammer, your next Word of Glory automatically triggers a Light of Dawn, so you don't actually have to hard cast it. That triggered Light of Dawn will cast twice with the tier set bonus and heal for 50% more and reduce the cooldown of Avenging Wrath by 2 seconds. But let me just show you. I'll show you the buff. We're gonna look at the top right-hand corner of my screen for when I get the buff. We're just gonna start off here. Just doing a little bit of this. Get this going. We're just gonna heal. We're gonna pop Avenging Wrath. Here we go. We need to get to Word of Glory. What is happening? Why don't I have? Oh. Where's my? I don't know. I only have 2. Oh no, my beacon's out. I'm an idiot. That's why. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got this. Okay, we got the buff. It's in the top right corner. We got lucky. Dawn will come. 100% chance for Light of Dawn to trigger a second Light of Dawn, and it's going to do 50% more healing. Let's make sure we get it. We got the buff still. Okay, we're ready. We're going to press Light of Dawn. Watch my Avenging Wrath cooldown. Watch my Avenging Wrath cooldown. 120. It went down to 108. Okay? So that just took off 12 seconds. I only hit 2 targets, but it's because the Light of Dawn triggers twice. So it's gonna reduce the cooldown of Avenging Wrath always. Anytime you cast Light of Dawn, it reduces the cooldown of Avenging Wrath. Anytime you cast it. Even if you get a free cast from Vanquisher's Hammer, which we're gonna get right here. Here comes the free cast. I'm gonna cast Word of Glory. It's gonna trigger Light of Dawn. Watch my Avenging Wrath cooldown. Went from 40 to 27. We're gonna do this again. We have another one loaded up. Here comes my Word of Glory. Light of Dawn. It went down to 16. You can see what I'm talking about. The Avenging Wrath cooldown is going to be permanently off, guys. And with the Vanquisher's Hammer playstyle from Necrolord, you don't really ever have to hard cast Light of Dawn. Like you can, but you don't like have to because you get these free ones. Watch this. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna throw this hammer over here. Sorry, this is kind of janky, but we're gonna cast Word of Glory. It gives us a free Light of Dawn. Okay, and we're going to do this. We're going to cast Word of Glory, free Light of Dawn. It's already reducing the cooldown of Avenging Wrath, by the way. This is so weird because I don't have a target to attack in front of me. We're going to keep healing. It's not how I'd normally do this, but there's my Word of Glory. I got a free Light of Dawn cast. And then I'm going to cast Word of Glory again, get a free Light of Dawn cast. We got Divine Purpose. We can cast Light of Dawn again. Remember, this all works with our talents of Divine Purpose and Awakening. Awakening obviously is a chance to give us wings again or extend the wings that we currently have. So this is really, really good for Holy Paladin. It's very good for, I think, Necrolord Holy Paladin. There's a huge case to be made for all the free Light of Dawns that you're casting are all going to be reducing the cooldown of Avenging Wrath. The 2-piece bonus is also fine. Casting Word of Glory makes your Light of Dawn heal for 50% more and cast twice. Like, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I think it's fine. The 4-piece bonus is really where this shines. Getting the Avenging Wrath cooldown back is kind of disgusting. Also, you can combine this with a double legendaries in the 9.2. We don't have access to double legendaries right now, which is so sad. But the double legendary that you might want to take is Shadowbreaker, right? Light of Dawn's range is increased to 40 yards. All allies benefit as though they were standing right next to you from your mastery, right? Your mastery does bonus healing if they're standing right next to you, 30% more. So this is really, really good. I think in a raid, this is going to make Light of Dawn a huge priority for Holy Paladins now, which is really awesome. And um, the 4-piece bonus is really where it's all at. You can generate tons of free Light of Dawns with the Necrolord playstyle. If you want to go Kyrian, that's obviously fine. You just have to hard cast Light of Dawn a lot more, and it also works with Awakening and Divine Purpose. It all works together. This is probably the best healing tier set that we got in the entire game. I think the other healers really didn't luck out as much as Paladin. Okay, let's look at Ret. This is probably what you're all looking for here. Let's look at Ret Paladin. The tier set bonus again. We don't have double legendaries yet, guys, which is super sad, but that's just the way it is. What's the Ret tier set bonus? When you benefit from Art of War, you gain Seraphim for 2 seconds. Okay. Art of War has a 50% chance to reset the cooldown of Wake of Ashes instead of Blade of Justice. Art of War is our passive. Your auto attacks have a chance to reset the cooldown of Blade of Justice. Now they have a 50% chance to reset the cooldown of Wake of Ashes instead, which is insane, guys. It's like very, very good that happens. Here, I'll show you what this looks like. Again, I'm running the legendary for Vanquisher's Hammer right now, just to get to Vanquisher's Hammer. Art of War is that passive I talked about. Really, what you want to be running is Zeal, because Art of War triggers off your auto attacks. So Zeal makes Judgment empower you with Holy Zeal, causing your next 3 auto attacks to go 30% faster. And then obviously you want this. Art of War resets the cooldown of Blade of Justice 100% more often. So Art of War has a double chance of proccing, and now it has a chance to proc in Wake of Ashes. Here's what it looks like. We're going to do this. We're going to press Wake of Ashes to get rid of it. I'm not wearing the right stuff. Why didn't this automatically switch? I'm sad. I'm so sad. We want that, right? No, we want this. Okay. Now that I'm not stupid. We got this. I'm not even worried. Okay, we got the tier set on. We got our 2-hander. Let's start swinging. Remember, it's all about Blade of Justice. We want to be casting this on cooldown because that's what's going to get us. That was really terrible. Here we go. We got Wake of Ashes proc. Do you see that? Look at this. Wake of Ashes is on cooldown. Watch it. Watch the Wake of Ashes cooldown. We're waiting for the Wake of Ashes to pop. Hopefully it pops. We got Blade of Justice. Okay, we got Blade of Justice instead of Wake of Ashes. That's okay. So we got unlucky there, but that's all right. We're going to keep going. This is obviously much better with more haste. We're going to see if we get the cooldown here. Judgment is obviously... Oh, we got it on Blade of Justice instead of Wake of Ashes. Unfortunate. Hopefully we don't get the proc now because Wake of Ashes is almost off cooldown. Oh, we got the proc, of course. That's okay. We got it back. We're going to press it. My purpose. We're going to keep going. Blade of Justice is back. We're going to press it. Okay. There, we got it. We got the Wake of Ashes proc right there. Okay, we're going to keep going. Da-da-da. Blade of Justice first. Then we throw Hammer. Then we go. Waiting for that 50% cooldown to happen again. We got Divine Purpose. What's this? Nope. We didn't get it. We got the Blade of Justice instead. Unfortunate, but that's okay. We're going to keep going. Got Blade of Justice again. This is so you can see what happens, guys. I mean, half the time you're going to get Blade of Justice, half the time you're going to get Wake of Ashes. But generally speaking, this is just a DPS increase no matter what. Getting the Seraphim proc is cool as well. We keep getting Seraphim in the top right-hand corner. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, we got Wake of Ashes off cooldown. We're going to cast it. Hopefully we're going to get a proc here on Wake of Ashes. We're going to wait till we get one more proc here. There's our Blade of Justice. There we got Blade of Wrath, unfortunate. This is it's a bit RNG, as you can see. Sometimes you're going to get it, sometimes you're not, but that's okay. It's just damage, guys. It's just more damage. Okay, we got Blade of Justice. Judgment is key. You want to get those Zeal procs. See, I have Zeal right now, which means my chance of getting Art of War goes way up. Excuse me. There we go. We got our Wake of Ashes again. So, how long was that fight? That fight was about 2.5 minutes, let's say. 2.5 minutes, and I cast Wake of Ashes 5 times, which is more than what I would be able to with the normal cooldown. Slightly more. We actually got very unlucky in that sequence there. I did a sequence earlier in Oribos on I was just in Oribos hitting one of those turnips, everybody had the turnips out and we were all smacking them. And I got a Wake of Ashes proc like once every 10 seconds. So you can get luckier. Oh, let's see if I can find it. Turnip punching bag. No, let's move this over here. Let's see if we can find. I can maybe find it for you guys. No, that was. Here we go. There we go. That's that. That was the fight right there. The fight went for 1 minute and 42 seconds, and I got 8 Wake of Ashes procs. Right. So that's like a 90. That is a 90. 100 seconds. Right. That's 100 seconds, I think. In 100 seconds, I cast Wake of Ashes 8 times. That's almost once. That's once every like 12 seconds that I got Wake of Ashes. So that's what I'm talking about. That is the uptime you can have on it. It's completely RNG, unfortunately, but it's just going to give you more damage, guys. I mean, Wake of Ashes is just an absolutely disgusting tool. It only generates 1 more holy power than Blade of Wrath, but it's the damage. It does 6,600 damage. Blade of Justice only does 2,300 damage. So you can see that it's just really, really strong. So yeah, that's it. The Seraphim buff is like, it's okay. It's kind of negligible because it's only 2 seconds, but Seraphim is always good. If you don't know what Seraphim is, sorry, it's this talent here. It's going to give you 8% haste, crit, and verse, and 13% mastery for 2 seconds. So it's not, it's fine. It's extra stats. It's good. I wish it lasted slightly a little bit longer, but I think this tier set bonus for Paladins is perfectly fine. It's very, very good. So guys, there's all the tier set bonuses for Paladin. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think Paladin did perfectly fine. Obviously, the protection Paladin one is bugged right now. It's not throwing out the judgments that we want. It has a 1 second internal cooldown on the judgments. I think that's perfectly fine. I think there's nothing wrong with that. That'll be perfectly fine. Unfortunately, with the PTR right now, we can't test double legendaries, so hopefully we'll get there soon. But that's the tier set bonus for Paladins in general. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to keep doing some more videos, okay? Bye.